Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of E-Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Trousers. Alright, let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into this reaction.
Like OnlyFans. These girls go, don't objectify us. We'll objectify us. Why are modern times and young people so pro-sex worker, but so anti-sex customer? If I...
Hey, hold on. Hey, that's the thing. And that's my problem with simps, right? Before we continue, just more to the video, I just gotta say this, like, that's my problem with simps, right? Because what he said is 100% factual. How is it that for some reason everybody's empowering these women to go out here and be sluts? You know what I'm saying? Being out here just showing their body, leaving nothing to imagination, and sometimes even getting penetrated by another young gentleman or an inanimate object, right? A rubbery object put inside one of their orifices. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are doing some wild stuff out here, right? And it seems like they're just getting in this industry younger and younger. Like, barely legal is like savage. Like, these kids turned 18 and they're like, oh, I'm about to start OnlyFans, try to get money and everything. It's crazy, right? But yeah, they shame a lot of dudes who buy their product, which is weird. Like, you shaming them, but you want them to still buy your stuff, but you're shaming him while buying it. Like, oh, you're an incel, you don't get no hoes, and blah, 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 blah. It's crazy, right? And that's why I say the simps is really something scary, because even though they get ridiculed and insulted, they continue to purchase these OnlyFans. They keep getting these subscriptions. That's a problem. And it's feeding into delusion and crazy stuff. Let's keep going.
Sex customer. If I said I was home all day just watching OnlyFans chicks, everyone would be like, ugh, keep that to yourself, pervert.
Yeah,
right.
oh,
But
for
like,
sure.
but if a girl's like, oh, I worked today for 6 hours on OnlyFans, people are like, you go, girl, get that money. And everybody like 30 and under is like, he getting paid though.
Right.
She getting paid though. You know who's really rich? Napoleon.
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry I keep pausing him, man. That's another thing I hate. Oh, you getting paid? This game, it's like, what do you mean, son? What do you mean? Son, like, these jobs that these people are getting money, is like, yo, if you're showing others that money can control you like that, that's a problem, right? Because that's what I see. When I see people who are porn stars, strippers, you know, any type of sex work, anything remotely, you know, cam girl stuff, anything like that, I see that you are addicted to money. You're addicted to money, and you're willing to let your morals get flushed down the toilet just for the dollar. That's scary. People who can do things for money can do dangerous things. Who are willing to go above and beyond for money can do dangerous things. Of course, everybody works. Everybody has a job. And they have to do what they have to do for money, right? But when it comes to like doing this stuff that you just let your morals go, and you don't care about, like, hey man, that's a scary individual. Let's keep going.
You know who's really rich? Napoleon. Stalin, really rich guy. You know that Hitler had multiple properties. He's getting paid though. He doing him. It's a terrible argument. I'll comment on some guy doing a terrible thing on Instagram, and everyone's like, yeah, but you talking about him. He rich though. You're like, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
All right, that's the end of the video, man. Hey, see, it's like, bro, that's the thing I don't understand. They will say like, oh, all publicity ain't all good, bad publicity don't matter. All publicity is good publicity, right? And I understand that to a certain extent. I feel like that's almost always true, but it's not always. You know what I'm saying? Because Diddy got a whole lot of publicity right now, and it's not good publicity, and it's not helping him. He's lost Revolt. He's not with Ciroc anymore. Like, he's not all good. Not all publicity is good publicity, right? Let's just stop that narrative, right? But yeah, when you're like, oh yeah, you're talking about him though. Yeah, we're talking about him in a negative light. I don't think it's a good thing, right? It's like, hey, and I love that he brought up the examples of like Napoleon Bonaparte and like Hitler and all them, right? Like, yeah, they all were making money. Oh man, were they making money? dictators are swimming in dough, right? But they're bad people. They're bad people, right? And it's not to say sex workers are bad people. Well, it depends what type of sex worker you are. If you're one that promotes this type of degeneracy, saying it's okay, and then you get on a podcast talking about like, yeah, I do this, blah, 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 this is what I do, and I enjoy it, and other girls should do it and embrace your womanly body, and men have been oppressing us, so now we're supposed to fight forward and everything. Like, you start doing stuff like that, then I'm like, yeah, you're a bad person. You're a bad person because you're leading a lot of women down the path of loneliness, right? Because for the most part, it's going to be hard for them to find a guy who genuinely loves them, right? And it's also going to be hard for them to genuinely love another guy. So a lot of these porn stars, they're not in happy relationships. Oh, I guess they're in happy relationships, but the relationships are very strange, peculiar, right? Very strange, peculiar, because if a dude is willing to allow his wife to get smashed by another man, even if it's work, oh, it's just work, it's just acting. No, it's not. Yeah, I mean, somebody's releasing, another man is releasing a fluid that's been marinating in his nuts, either in your girl or on your girl. Yeah. It's acting, but that's real fluids. This is why I say we need to bring back shaming. We need to bring back shaming with a vengeance. I honestly believe that because I feel like we don't have enough of that in our community. And you can see it. You can see it because there's people back in the day, it would have been so. And when I say back in the day, I mean literally like 10 years ago. So like just 10 years ago, this would be frowned upon. Like OnlyFans would be frowned upon. Like, oh, this person is really struggling. Like, and even when OnlyFans first came out, even then people were still like, once it's, because I know OnlyFans wasn't always made first to be like for like sex work. It's supposed to be like Patreon, right? Just like extra content if you're a content creator for people to come and support your work, right? But then it slowly shifted to sex work because Patreon and OnlyFans literally pretty much the same thing, but OnlyFans has less restrictions. So sex workers like, screw it, let's just use this platform to get our money. I can't see. I mean, I remember when it first, like, you know, some girls will have the link, you'd automatically look like, oh my God, OnlyFans, what the fuck? Like, you start looking at it like, you're wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this one's really a thought. Like, she really a prostitute. You feel me? Like, but as time going on now, that was like almost normal. Like, when I go to IG models pages, I expect to see OnlyFans. That's crazy. It's so common now. It's so common. And they'll clown other dudes like, oh, these other guys are incels. All these guys are paying for OnlyFans. They're dweebs. They're losers. Blah, blah, blah. Like, this is your customers. Like, hey, yo, imagine like if a food restaurant was telling their customers, like, hey, all the people, like, let's say McDonald's, right? Or Popeyes or something like that. Because I'm a big Popeyes guy. So if they say like, hey, yo, all these niggas coming to our restaurant, man, they dumb. They dumb. The food is terrible. It's bad for them. And they're idiots, man. Why would they come to this joint? They're losers. All of them are losers and bad with their diets. That's why they come over here. If I was a CEO, or maybe a Popeyes big time manager or something, corporate or something like that, and I'm saying that Popeyes is going to start dropping. Stock prices going down. Everything. Like, we're going to lose business, right? But nope, not OnlyFans. OnlyFans, man, the customer base is strong. Simps are really strong, and they're willing to spend their, yeah, I am an incel. Yeah, you're right, I'm an incel. Let me just give you my card number. Let me just take everything, take all that. Yeah, I want to pay extra $30 to see this video clip. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing, but it is what it is, though, man. Hopefully, you know, time will change. Eventually, as time goes on, what happens? The pendulum swings, right? Problem is sometimes we overcorrect, right? Just like feminism was like an overcorrection of us dehumanizing women, right? So women were dehumanized to a certain extent, of course. And then the pendulum feminism came, so that's the pendulum swinging. Now feminism has gotten so crazy, like off the rails. It's going to eventually swing back. As you can see now, I think Gen Z is like the most conservative generation, right? Just coming right after millennials, who's pretty liberal. You feel me? So we're gonna see a change, and the women, I think, women are like in Gen Z are like the most liberal has ever been. I'm telling you, one is gonna waver, and I think it's gonna be the women who's gonna waver to the men, because eventually, as they start seeing that a lot of women are being single, not getting dudes, because a lot of dudes just like really strong in the conservatism, and just like, I'm not about to mess with a sex. Even if you're a previous sex worker, I'm not trying to work. I'm not trying to have this relationship with you. Jones will start changing. please believe they're gonna start. It's already starting to happen a little bit, right? It's already starting to happen. Some joints is complaining, all that. I'm telling you, it's gonna eventually change. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna happen. I'm just scared we're gonna overcorrect, and it's gonna get to a point that then no hoes gonna want to have sex anymore. Like, oh, hold up, like Jones gonna have one body, which I guess that could be a good thing, right? That could be a good thing. Longer relationships, longer marriages. It's gonna be bad for dudes who out here getting with JJ. You know what I'm saying? That's the only problem. It's gonna be bad for them, but for the society, it's gonna be great. But what do I know? I'm just going on the internet, right? Hey, if you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way, you'll be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like, comment, all that stuff. All right, and that's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.